people, what is up? Welcome back to our channel. So today we'll be doing another review of probably one of the strangest thing we've seen in quite a while. Of course, it's none other than Stranger Things Season 4. It's out just a couple of days ago on Netflix, of course, and we are excited. So quickly, without spoilers, let's run down the plot of Season 4. So, of course, following Season 3, we have Elle who moved far away from Hopkins. I'm not sure, I can't quite remember where. So we follow her story as she tries to adjust to her new town. Of course, we have a new villain who we won't spoil. It was actually quite surprising, the big reveal near the end. So we won't spoil that, but yeah, the villain for this season, or the first half of the Season 4 is quite interesting and actually probably one of the best villains in the entire series of Stranger Things. Of course, we have Dustin and his crew, Mike, trying to figure out how to defeat this villain. And of course, we have another storyline which involves Hopper and Joyce, where they, of course, we probably all have seen that Hopper is alive and captured by the Russians at this point. So yeah, it's probably not a spoiler anymore, but yeah, so Joyce has to find a way to rescue Hopper from the Russians, as impossible as it sounds. So yeah, those are the main storylines in this Season 4 of Stranger Things. So the cast of Stranger Things pretty much is the same. We have the same old cast. We have 11, of course, Mike and his gang, Dustin, of course, so the newcomers from the last season. Of course, we have Dustin's girlfriend, Peggy, was it? I forgot her name. But there are a few other new characters, and most of the new characters are pretty fun to watch. Of course, we have Eddie Munson, who is the leader of the Hellfire Club, the new club that Mike and his friends joined to play D&D. Of course, we have Argyle. It's a new character again, who is a stoner best friend of Jonathan, where in the new town they moved. He was pretty fun to watch as well. And a lot of others, but those are probably the two most notable characters. Of course, we do see more of Dustin's girlfriend this season, and she was also very fun to watch. And just saying, Dustin and his girlfriend, if ever 11 fails to regain her powers, those two would be the key to be defeating this new evil that they are facing, but because they are probably the most useful people in this entire series. So okay, moving on. So let's talk a bit about the villains. Of course, there is this one mega super bad villain in the Upside Down, as been teased from a lot of teasers, I guess. But there are actually two other minor villains in this series, and they are characters that you just love to hate. I think the better side villain is probably the leader of the basketball jocks. I forgot his name. Jason Carver, who is this typical jock character. He is actually a compelling villain because he thinks he's doing the right thing, and just he is just so self-righteous, and you just love to hate him. And of course, there is this other side villain character who is just this bully who likes to bully Eleven, and when you see her, you also just love to hate her, and the confrontation with Eleven is just so satisfying, even though she did have to suffer some of the repercussions of her actions, which we won't go too deep into. But yeah, two of those side villains were just so fun to watch, and you just love to hate them a lot. So they good job to those guys. And of course, again, the main villain, we won't talk too much about him, because if I do, it will kind of spoil the fun of everything. But yeah, the twist regarding him is just such a fun reveal, and I think actually because of that, the season 4 is actually more aligned to the style of the first season of Stranger Things. One of the things I do love about this season is probably the writing, and there is this scene near the end where you'll be like, I knew it, but then you think, well, how does this connect to that? And then they continue explaining it, and you're like, it's so good, so well written. The twist at the end again is just it's magnifique, and yeah, it ties together really well. The thing with Elle and the thing with the crew and Hawkins, and when you watch it, you'll know and you'll be excited, and it's fun and it's good, and so go see it. So I for one believe that the first season of Stranger Things was the best season of the entire series. Of course, season 2 was probably the worst and the most forgettable one, which is why I think they didn't really continue any of the side stories regarding season 2. But yeah, of course, season 3 is okay. It's not the best, but yeah, season 4 is definitely on par, if not better, than season 1 of Stranger Things, and that is why I believe it's definitely worth the watch. Of course, it is still part 1 of the season 4, so usually they release this in 2 parts, so we'll probably be seeing part 2 near October-ish, November-ish. So yeah, we have to keep an eye on that to see if they actually manage to pull off a masterpiece of a season, because we've been hurt before by shows like Game of Thrones fumbling in the last leg of the race, and hopefully the Duffer Brothers they did take a long time to actually produce season 4, so my hopes are definitely up for the remaining episodes when they drop later this year. So yeah, we're giving the part 1 of season 4 of Stranger Things a good 9 out of 10. For now, it's a 9 out of 10. Hopefully it goes up to 11. You know what I mean? But yeah, so far it is great. It's fun to watch. It goes back to its roots. There is a lot of mystery. There is definitely less teen drama this time around. And again, yeah, we have the gang doing what they do best and solving these mysteries, and of course taking into account the knowledge they have gained from the past seasons, facing different creatures, and now they are just so good at it, and it is definitely fun to watch. They do still have a lot of fun adventures, misadventures, hijinks, especially involving again the new characters, which is again, I keep forgetting, Eddie Munson. He's definitely a fun character to watch, definitely interesting. He looks like the guitarist of Queen, which is so cool because he is a rocker boy type character. And again, the other new characters. One side characters who wasn't really connecting much with me was the Russian guard helping Hopper. Yeah, he doesn't seem Russian. He doesn't seem Russian. He seems an American trying to do a Russian accent, which is just weird. Again, yeah, he's just not clicking the way he should. But the smuggler guy, Yuri, definitely a funny character. He has, again, a lot of misadventures with Winona Ryder's character, Joyce, and yeah, they have a fun adventure, trying to save Hopper. I won't go through too much, but yeah, definitely this season is worth the watch. If you have lost faith in Stranger Things with the past season, especially after season 2, I know a lot of people kind of just fell out of watching Stranger Things because of season 2. It was definitely the worst season, and season 3 was good, and definitely season 4, even without watching the previous seasons, it does a good job of recapping and continuing the stories that actually the more interesting stories that were left behind, and again, even further developing some of the characters. We get to see, of course, Barb. What happened to Barb in season 1. We actually finally get to see some closure. No, well, actually no. Still no. But yeah, Nancy does get some flashbacks about that, and yes, definitely an interesting callback to one of the best scenes in Stranger Things. And again, season 4 is definitely worth the watch. It does go back to the roots, a lot of mystery. If you like the Scooby-Doo gang, essentially, then yeah, season 4 definitely holds the bar high, and again, goes back to its season 1 roots, which is just so much fun to watch. And yeah, go for it. And once again, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and notification bell so you'll be notified of our next videos. And once again, it's me, your bearded bro, QuickSilver 15, signing off. Peace.